everybody doing? I wanted to hop on here and make you guys a TradingView chart settings video because a lot of people have been recently asking me about a lot of certain small settings, about my indicators, about my favorited. So we're gonna hop in here today, cover everything because a lot of these settings for me are crucial to becoming profitable. Such things as having adjusted contracts on and only staying on NQ1, and like I never have my electronic trading hours on. I'm always checking out the Asia session. I need to see the overnight session as well as what times I have favorited. I have the monthly, weekly, the 2-day, the day, the 12-hour, 6-hour, 4-hour down to 1 hour, and then the 90-minute all the way down to the 1 minute, and then the 30 and 15 second. I had the 5 and 1 second on here. It was as a joke. I was just really looking at it. But these are 15 second all the way to the monthly chart is where I like to stay, and I'll start with my top down analysis and go all the way down, making sure every time frame aligns. Obviously you don't for me, I know when certain time frames align, so you don't have to like check back and forth every single second. But anyway, continuing on, for obvious reasons, I have the line. I always like mine on the 1 pixel, and for my fib settings, right, we have a basic OTE fib, and then within my drawing templates I have a CE, a mean threshold, an OTE, an STD, which is your standard deviations, and I also have a TGIF, but I really don't even use this type of fib. It's like a projection of like the weekly range, but I don't even use that one. I really just use the OTE fib. This is pretty much what I use every single day. I also have the marker on here. If I was like not ever teaching, I probably wouldn't use this, so you guys don't really have to worry so much about this. And this is one I'm going to end up taking off, and the reason why is because I no longer, like, I use quarterly theory, but it's almost in a sense of understanding time, understanding certain power of 3 sessions, so I don't have the indicator here as well anymore. As we also look, we can see we have our curve, and this is just where I kind of show the buy side and the sell side of the curve right inside of a market maker buy and sell model. If you guys want to have the makeup on your chart, right, that's how I'm able to put that on there. Then we have the box as well, and my settings here for me are not the most like important. Where are they at? Yeah, right here with the middle ground, right, 50% opacity and a little bit grayer. And that's just showing EQ, the middle of the box, right? If we have like a fair value gap or something that I've marked, showing that previous equilibrium of whatever I have marked, whether it be an order block, fair value gap, and so on. Next here, I really just have the path for teaching reasons. You can really like use this, I guess, to like show what you want price to do, but for certain things like this, there's no real reason for you guys to have a need for it. It's more so just for something that I would use. In another situation, right, I have pretty much my risk tolerance, right? Being able to put a take profit, see how many points I'm risking super quickly, and then continuing on, whether it be this low, 52 ticks, 13 points. Then, you guys know how to use the long and short position scale thingy. So there's no real need for me to sit here and explain that. For some of this stuff, you think it wouldn't matter, but it's just little small things that people always want to see, as well as the colors of the candle, and having the black outline bodies and all that. We go into scales. I don't remember the last time I looked at all this. Don't really care about it. And that's the canvas with the background. Here, don't really know how important some of this is. Right, always show the position. You can put your executions on and off. It just depends. Sometimes I just don't really just want them on the screen. They're just kind of annoying to look at. And yeah, that's it for right here. So we're gonna move to the indicators. One thing though I forgot to add is all of my templates for my line. Pretty much all I use now is like the turtle soup and SMT turtle soup, but also for teaching regions, and even if you just want to see what's on the chart. Right, you guys can always, put sell side liquidity, SMT turtle soup, SMTs, stop loss, rejection block, order block, immediate rebalance, IFEG, CRT low, CRT high, CSID, buy side liquidity, breaker, right, and then normal turtle soup. You can use all of those, and coming in here to the indicators, all this is it puts this little PJ on the screen and then puts the NQ1, 15-minute, right, along with the date as well. It looks a lot better on the phone because when I take a screenshot, it's right at the bottom. You can also see PJ in every single screenshot. So we come to the FX4. This is like really the main indicator I use, just so I don't have to, look at this chart and be like, oh, we expanded, where it was, oh, here it is, and instantly I can look at the low. I can see where we opened at 6 p.m., right, with that Tuesday open. I can see where our here with that dotted line, where our midnight open is. Also with our true open, I can see our previous day high liquidity, previous day equilibrium, previous day low. And we can also zoom in a bit more here, and we can see that dotted line that we tap right here into the Asian high. Even here, like obviously we really should have swept it, but anyway, we look at the FX4, and this is just all the settings, right? Dashed for the new day. Previous day is going to be solid. I hide this because it really does, I don't need it. I don't really even know what that does. But right, we have our Asian range, our midnight open, and then the text size for me is normal. I hide this table. Here's what the table looks like, right? I hide that little table. It's really just kind of, taking up space at that point. These settings like this allow me to easily, right, look at ES and say, okay, we're at an OTE. Let me pull my fib from this low to this high, see where we rejected off of. Okay, making sense, making sense. I look at NQ. I can see, okay, right, we have an SMT at the low. Or not at the low, but right, we can see where our lows are put in right into our end dog. And also, what do we see then, right? A return back into the range, coming into almost an equilibrium, but with previous down closure candles. We can mark out our turtle soup into the INWOG, go down lower time frame like we were talking about. Able to see, right, our turtle soup, our big thick down closures, right? And then what do we see as well? Into the new hourly open, right, with 11 there. We soup out 10's low, and form an open low for our new hourly open. Check it there, right? Oop, wrong type of, yep. Boom, we see the soup there. We check the 15-minute, everything's making sense. So now we're looking for an order block. We zoom out, we see our order block formed. See us tap into it right there, right? We can find a long entry, right? Shoot for the LR for the first take profit. Boom, TP1 smashed, right? And then aim for our market maker buy model high, or you can aim for the order block, right? You can fib out the range. Oop, high to low, excuse me. Fib out the range. Say, okay, our OT is here, right? I'll take profit there or whatever. Whatever you want to do, or you can just line it to the high, right? The time that 8 opened, to the Asia high. All right, in my opinion, I would still target this high, and it's still technically the Asia high. But either way, right, you see we draw in, but then you hop onto the 15-minute chart, you see our equal highs, and you see we're also at previous day high, right? So now you can scooch it a little bit more. Okay, daily drawn liquidity is stronger than a 15-minute with this high, right? We've got triple equal highs on the hourly, on the 4-hour, and then not double equal highs on the daily, but on the 4-hour, right? Double equal highs into low resistance, as well as our swept out low with a big reversal in dog. And you see how easily we can mark all of it out, right? We can also go to the 15-minute, see the sell side of our curve here into the buy side of our curve here. Pretty simple, right? And then you can also simply get the box, pull the INWOG, right? Open it there, maybe open a 30-minute one, right? Look at this one, see that we ran into EQ of the gap, right? Pretty simple here to be able to use, right, all of the chart settings, use them in coordination, and be able to, right, navigate the chart efficiently and smoothly. Of course, I wouldn't be marking out a trade that I didn't take inside the Discord, so this isn't hindsight. Of course, I took that live. But anyway, that doesn't really matter because it's the end of the video, and all this video really was just trying to show off my updated chart settings and the TradingView chart settings that I have now. Hope you guys enjoyed, and until the next one, you guys stay safe. Peace.